So we are under Rule 3 of BP 220, Section 7, Design Standards and Planning Considerations. The following design standards and planning considerations shall be observed by all projects covered by these rules. A. Water supply. 1. Underdeveloped area. Minimum requirement shall be provision of communal wells. Water supply must be potable and adequate at least 43 liters per capita per day. Supply source shall be identified and developed by the project developer owner. Whenever a body of water shall be utilized for community water supply, permits from the National Water Resource Council or NMRC shall be obtained. Standards set by the Regional Water Resource Council on water source development shall be complied with. Each well shall be allocated approximately 4 square meters area, which shall form part of the area for community facilities as defined in Rule 2 and shall not encroach on any saleable lot or right-of-way. 2. Develop area. Whenever a public water supply system exists, connection to it by the subdivision is mandatory. Each lot and/or living unit shall be served with water connection regardless of the type of distribution system. Water supply provided by the local water district shall be supplemented by other sources when necessary, such as communal well, which may be located strategically for ease and convenience in fetching water by residents and at the same time not closer than 300 meters from each other. If public water supply system is not available, the developer shall provide for an independent water supply system within the subdivision project. Minimum quantity requirement shall be 75 liters per capita per day. Likewise, required permits from the NWRC shall be obtained and standards of the Local Water Utilities Administration shall be complied with. If ground reservoir is to be put up, an area shall be allocated for this purpose, part of allocation for community facilities. This size shall depend on volume of water intended to be stored. Provide for protection from pollution, namely, buffer of at least 25 meters from sources of pollution contamination. For elevated reservoir, structural design shall comply with accepted structural standards. B. Circulation system. Circulation system shall be the same in both underdeveloped area and a developed area projects except for type of pavement which is adopted on regional or locational peculiarities of the project site. Table 3. Hierarchy of roads. So this table has 4 columns. First column is type of road. Second column is right of way in terms of meters. Third column is maximum carriageway in meters as well. And then length, like how long the road is. The right-of-way maximum carriageway is how wide. So the type of road. For major road, the right-of-way should be 8 meters. Maximum carriageway is 6 meters. Okay. It doesn't have anything under length. For minor road, the right-of-way is 6.5 meters. The maximum carriageway is 5 meters. 120-meter dead end provide for turnaround space. If 50 meter or less, turnaround space is not required. Okay. Alley. Alley is 3 meters for both right-of-way, and maximum carriageway is also 3 meters. So the length is 100 meters, both ends connecting to a minor road, 75 meters if it's a dead end. Footpath, 2 meters for both the right-of-way and maximum carriageway. So the length of footpath is 100 meters, both ends connecting to an alley. And then if dead end, the length is 50 meters. Okay, table 4. Maximum sizes of projects per hierarchy of road. So now there's 2 columns. The project size range in terms of hectare and the road network required. I guess this is what you need to see in a road in depending on this size. So for 2.5 hectare and below, we need to see minor road, alley, footpath. For 2.5 hectare to 15 hectare, there should be major road, minor road, alley, and footpath. For 15 hectare to 30 hectare, Model B's major road, then major road to footpath as cited in Table 3, or Model B of PD 957. Above 30 hectares, Model A's collector road, service road, then major road to footpath as cited in Table 3, Model A of PD 957. Table 5, paving material specification per type of road. So there will be 3 columns here, type of road, and then for underdeveloped, and then for developed, it will specify what material you can use. So for footpath, if it's underdeveloped, you can use aggregates like stones, rocks, pebble, gravel. For developed, aggregates as well. I'm not sure what the difference is. Maybe it's the same, aggregates. Because for alley and footpath, for both underdeveloped and developed, aggregates is the material specification. For minor road, underdeveloped, aggregates pa rin, developed, macadam. For major road, for underdeveloped, macadam, and I think for developed, it's asphalt. Hindi lang maayos yun file. Note, paving material for roads adopted from Model A and B PD 957 shall have the same paving material as cited herein, asphalt. 2. Planning considerations or circulation layout. A. Observance of the hierarchy of roads within the subdivision. B. Conformance to natural topography. C. Consideration for access and safety, e.g. adequate radius, minimum number of roads at intersections, moderate slope grade, adequate sight distance, no blind corners, etc. D. Optimization as to number of lots to lessen areas for roads, at the same time enhance community interaction. E. There shall be no duplications of street names, and such names shall not bear any similarity to existing street names in adjacent subdivision, except when they are in continuation of existing ones. Street names shall be recognizable and readable. The developer shall bear the cost of purchase and installation of street names, signs coincident with the construction of streets and utilities. F. Sidewalk shall not be required when drainage system is through open canals. When drainage canals are covered or underground, the space above the canal shall be utilized as sidewalk. C. Drainage system. Drainage system shall be required in all projects. An open canal on each side of the circulation network shall be provided. Said canal shall have appropriate slope to effect good drainage. Moreover, the sides of the canal shall be lined with grass or stones to prevent erosion. See illustration below. In case of non-existence of drainage system in the locality, catchment area for drainage discharges shall be provided for and developed by the developer owner in consultation with local authorities or private entities concerned to prevent flooding of adjacent property. Moreover, said catchment shall be made safe and maintained and shall form part of the park playground requirement. Okay. So D, sewage disposal system. The minimum requirements for sewage disposal shall be the use of septic tank. For single detached units and multi-unit buildings, communal septic tanks may be allowed. Drain field area of affluent shall be 25 meters minimum distance from any source of water. E. Electrical power supply. 1. Underdeveloped area. Electrical power supply is optional. However, the developer shall allocate sufficient land area for easements for power supply facilities based on existing laws and regulations. 2. Developed area. When power is available within the locality of the project site, its connection to the subdivision is required. Actual connection, however, may depend on the minimum number of users as required by the power supplier. Installation particles, materials, and fixtures used shall be in accordance with the provisions of the existing rules and regulations of the electrical code of the local power utility company. F. Lot sizes. Minimum lot area requirement shall be as follows. Detached dwelling unit, 72 square meters. Semi-detached dwelling unit, corner lot, 54 square meter. Row houses, detached unit, 36 square meter. Row houses, DU. Dwelling unit, I'm so sorry, is 36 square meters. 2. Lot planning consideration applicable to both underdeveloped area and developed area projects. A. A lot shall either be served by a road, motor court, an alley, or a pathway. B. Deep lots and irregularly shaped lots shall be avoided. C. Lot elevation may be at grade, lower or higher than the elevation of the street, but should not be so excessive as to affect good utility connection run. D. Lot lines shall be perpendicular or radial to street lines in appropriate cases. E. Lot shall be protected against non-conforming uses and or other risks through provisions of adequate buffer strip, protective walls, and roads or other similar devices. On the other hand, lot shall be laid out that they front desirable views such as parks, lagoon, etc. F. Lot shall be so laid out that water courses, drainage ways do not bisect the lot. G. Minimum lot frontages. Single detached, 8 meters. Single attached, 6 meter. Row house or irregular lot. Minimum lot frontage is 3.5 meters. G. Block length. Maximum block length is 250 meters. Block length exceeding 250 meters but not beyond 400 meters shall be provided by an alley at middle length. H. Easements. Provisions for easements in both underdeveloped area and developed area projects shall be integrated with utility network part of right-of-way. I. Other facilities. 1. Garbage disposal system. Garbage disposal shall be undertaken by the local government or in the absence thereof by individual lot owners, but shall always observe sanitary practices and methods. 2. Firefighting. The homeowner association shall form fire brigade in collaboration with the barangay fire brigade. Water for firefighting shall be part of the water supply requirement and shall comply with the requirements of the local district fire unit of the Integrated National Police. So that's section 7.